How to scale fast with a customer referral strategy. So the goal of this workshop is to learn how to scale fast with a customer referral strategy without paid ads. So here's what we will cover. What referral marketing is and what you need to have in place before you can employ a customer referral strategy, and the features of a strong customer referral strategy and some different referral strategies you can use. So using referrals can be one of the fastest ways to grow your business, but what makes it so effective and how can you employ it to see great results? At its core, referral marketing is about word of mouth. So it's what's happening when your friend tells you the new Marvel movie is the best one yet and you have to see it, or when a blogger posts a rave review of a book with a link to its Amazon page. It's also what you're seeing when your cousin sends you an email suggesting you follow her link to buy the fancy new shampoos she's just started using, so you can both get some money off. As you'll note from those examples, referral marketing can be quite casual, or it can be something that's obviously being sought out and incentivized by the company. Some brands put a lot of effort into consciously soliciting referrals from customers, and while they may still see referrals, they're missing a trick. Deliberately and thoughtfully developing a customer referral strategy can work wonders on your business growth, and here's why: all of the ads and sales copy in the world won't be more effective than a recommendation from somebody you trust. So people trust recommendations from their friends. Make use of that to grow your customer base and grow your business using a customer referral strategy. So it's all good and well kind of getting the leads in and generating consistent leads, but also getting those leads and those customers, those hot customers referring you, is what's going to enable your customer base to grow quite rapidly. Ask almost anybody and they'll tell you they would trust a direct endorsement from a friend or family member over any other type of advertising. So people are also more likely to trust the opinions of other consumers, such as in product reviews, over deliberate marketing by a company. So it's not surprising finding, but it's most important to bear in mind because it can and should have a dramatic effect on the way you approach referral marketing. There's another benefit to referral marketing aside from the trust factor, and that's the targeting element. Think about how much effort you pour into making sure you're targeting the best possible audience through ads. But with referral marketing, your customers will do that for you. They'll pass on advice to try your product or service to people who they already know are likely to want it or find it useful. So the reach of referral marketing is also a huge bonus. So with one Facebook image or LinkedIn post, somebody can share their recommendation of your brand with hundreds, even thousands of people who like and trust them. There's something you need before you can see the benefit of a customer referral strategy. So hopefully you're now on board with the idea of scaling your business by using a customer referral strategy. But there's something you need to make sure of before you can make a start on that. So 3 words: superior customer experience. If you can make sure that everything about interacting with your company, from the first browse of the site to the purchase of the product, is a brilliant experience, you'll see enormous benefit in your customer referral strategy. People want to know they're making a good decision, ideally before they make it. And positive customer reviews on product pages or testimonials dotted around a website can provide that reassurance. An overwhelming majority of customers trust online reviews, many to the same extent as they would trust a personal recommendation, and say that they're worth reading to help make a purchase decision. But before you can get customers to write positive reviews, you have to provide them with a positive experience. So it's a good idea to have a process for requesting reviews, ideally as soon as possible after a purchase while it's still fresh in the customer's minds. So just remember that if you want those reviews to help rather than hurt, you need to make sure you're doing everything you can to make the customer experience not only smooth, but actively pleasant. So fulfilling your customers' needs is great, but can you go one step further and go above and beyond to leave them feeling great? That's the kind of thing that leads to referrals that will really grow your business. So what makes a great customer referral strategy? So what we're going to talk about now goes beyond just asking for a review or hoping that your customer likes you enough to recommend your product or service to somebody else. There are referral strategies that you can employ far more effectively to see bigger and better results. As you think about how to develop this, there are some important things you need to bear in mind about what makes a customer referral strategy swim rather than sink. The spirit of referral is one of enthusiasm for your product or brand. So you want to do everything you can to create and tap into the kind of enthusiasm that gets people shouting literally from the rooftops. So this can be a result of rewards, which we'll go into more detail momentarily, or you can work to make that enthusiasm part of your brand identity. So the spirit of referral is one of enthusiasm for your product or brand. So you want to do everything you can to create and tap into that kind of enthusiasm that gets people shouting from the rooftops. So this can be results of rewards, or you need to ensure the referral process is as smooth as possible, ideally integrating seamlessly with other processes your customers might be carrying out through your social site. So if the referral process is complicated or time consuming for your customers, not only are they not going to want to do it, it might result in negative associations with your brand. So you don't want them to feel imposed upon. So a great referral strategy should provide some benefit. So ideally to both the referrer and the referee. So you're asking a favor essentially. And in the spirit of reciprocity, it's good to give something back in exchange. So on the other hand, if your focus is more in the region of being a family-friendly business that might want to make a significant difference to the tone you want to strike in your communication, not only does it make people more likely to make referrals because, who doesn't like rewards? It also creates more positive feelings towards your brand, which makes them more likely to make those referrals with real enthusiasm. So some kind of free gift can encourage people to participate in your referral scheme. And last but no means least, a great referral strategy should be proactive. So that is, you can't be afraid to ask people to make referrals. So not just once either. As long as you aren't being pushy, you can make multiple requests for your customers to refer a friend. A lot of customers might intend to make a referral when you first ask, but forget or get too busy. A reminder, politely framed and not expressing any expectation of the request, can be just a nudge your customers need. So a great way that I do this in my own business is that normally when I come to the end of a project, so my project can last multiple months with clients, especially my high ticket clients, I can say, hey, I'm looking for my next project. If you know anybody, or do you have anybody in mind that I might be able to kind of work with, or is looking to kind of develop a new idea? And sometimes they'll say, oh my God, actually, I've got somebody who I can put you in touch with. But sometimes because we're so busy and consumed in our own bubble, that person might never have got round to telling us that information should we have not asked. And that's why asking is so important. And you can actually say, look, I give personal incentives for referrals. So that personal incentive could be a cashback referral. So once the person comes on board, because of the high ticket items, and say somebody was going to spend like £20,000 or more, I can say, look, for doing that, I give like a £200 cash reward, or I give them like an Amazon voucher or something along those types of lines, which makes them feel great. And then the next time they're thinking, oh my God, I could make a job out of this, especially if that company's big and that one person within the company is thinking, oh, this could work really, really well if I kind of, use this referral strategy more and more often. So how can we put that into practice? So after all this, you should hopefully have some ideas about how you could set up and improve your own referral system. But just in case you're struggling, here are some practical elements you could incorporate into a formal referral scheme to help get the growth you're looking for. So start with some analysis to make sure that you're already attracting and retaining the right types of customer. And bear in mind that referrals tend to bring in new customers with a similar profile to the existing ones. So you want to double check that the customers you're targeting with your referral scheme are profitable. So consider the rewards you want to offer for both the customer referring and the new customer they're bringing on board. A discount on the first new purchase and the referring customer's next purchase is a popular way to encourage referrals. But not every business can afford to make a discount for the rewards. So if that isn't going to work for you, then think about what other rewards are likely to feel valuable to your customers. And branded goods can be a reasonably cheap way to reward referrals or entries into competitions. As well as getting the rewards organised, you need to make some time to consider how customers have actually used the referral process. And this goes back to our earlier point about keeping it simple. If it takes too long or gets too complicated, it doesn't matter how good your rewards are, you simply won't get the volume of referrals you want. So make sure the criteria for getting the reward is really clear and that the sign up is as straightforward as possible. So this is an example from a well-known health food company that delivers fresh produce to your door on a weekly basis for 3 or 4 meals for your family. You get recipe cards and you cook the meals yourself, and each one normally takes about 20 to 40 minutes. So a good example would be a personalized referral code that an existing customer can provide to a friend. So, if somebody brings that referral code to you, you know that they have been in touch with somebody else. This is if you were going to do it automated. But first of all, as I always say, because we're taking an agile approach to what we do, we want to actually test it first. So before I would do this, I would literally just give them a code and then say them a name manually rather than creating something automated. And if I found I was getting a really good flow of referrals, I then would look to automate the process, doing something exactly like what HelloFresh have done here with their Hello Rewards. And customers should be able to quickly get their referral rewards quickly and easily after meeting the criteria. So first of all, it would be a manual process that you would then automate once you know it's working effectively. And there's really great ways you can do this on WordPress. You can do it using multiple different sort of CMS systems and things like that. A developer who knows what they're doing will be able to put something together for you, but it's only worthwhile if those referrals are coming through. So test it manually first of all. When I do this, I say, just give them your name and say that you've referred me, and I'll make a note. That's one way to just track it as you're making an initial start. And if you did give them a code, if it was automated, that code would give the new customer a discount on the first purchase. And then your system would recognize the origin of the personalized code and apply the credit to the existing customer's account as a thank you once the new customer's purchase is finalized, or it's something works along the lines of that. Now, every business has something different to offer. So you would have to create this specifically to your customers' desires and what they're looking for. So once your referral strategy is ready to go, you just need to promote it. So make sure it's obvious on your homepage and consider promoting it on your blog or any social media pages and in your newsletter. So you might also send out a specific email communication to your customer list to let them know the referral scheme is up and running. That is, of course, if you've got an email list of backdated people who you've been working with over the years. I know many of you come to me and you've been, running your business for a couple of years now, but there's just certain things that aren't kind of working for you. But if you're completely fresh to this, then brilliant. So your homework is to find a real life example of a referral system and try to come up with one way in which it could be improved or used for your business. So kind of have a scope around and see what's already out there, and how could you introduce a referral system into your own business or improve the one you already have in place. You never know, you might already have something that's working, but you might be able to tweak it slightly.